And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off of play action, Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Running right through him. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On first down, Hubbard, and he stopped immediately there. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to throw, Darnold. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 76 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7.
Giants 7. Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Barkley, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up the 2nd
On 2nd and 12, Barkley. Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Booker on the dump off. Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Bulldozes past him, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Joe Judge has made his verdict. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Second down, here's Barkley again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is Shepard on the jet sweep, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Risk taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Off of play action, Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Jones to throw from his end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Darnold keeps it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Sam Darnold keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Jones. Booker on the receiving end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Now Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Darnold now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Darnold. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Wow. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but that you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Darnold. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Darnold to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And the Panther first down.
And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. This is a tough way to end this ball game. You give your kicker the shot there, albeit a pretty long one, not meant to be.
It certainly wasn't. And kickers, they're better athletes than they've ever been. They're more accurate than they've ever been. But we have to keep reminding ourselves that distance is not a give-me. That's a long way for any kicker to make it. He missed on that one.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, their words. It's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And